Jemi rikthyer dhe tashmë kam profesorin dhe astrologun Ayhan Özcimbit këtu për të biseduar, ashtu siç lajmërova më herët, për astrologjinë islame dhe detaja mjaft interesante në fakt për një temë që siç thash edhe më herët nuk është diskutuar dhe për herë të parë në fakt në vendet e Ballkanit. Profesori vjen për herë të parë në një televizion në këto vende sepse ka qenë disa herë në Gjermani, në vendet e Afrikës, në Turqi, në vendet të tjera. Megjithatë, në këto vende për herë të parë vjen në emisionin Prizma për të treguar edhe për astrologjinë islame më tepër. Hello, Professor. Can I call you Professor, right?
Yeah, I was teacher a long time ago, yes.
Thank you very much for being here. Welcome.
I'm very glad meeting to you, really. I'm very happy meeting with Albanian-speaking people in Macedonia. I love this country very much, really. People are very friendly and very peaceful, and I feel peace here in this country, really. And that's why I'm living here. I'm very appreciated, inviting me to this beautiful program.
Yeah.
I thank you very much
No,
for your
it's
kind
an honor
invitation.
also for me because I told, on the entry, I said that it's the first time that we are talking about this topic in our television. So it's an honor also for me, and I'm glad to hear that you like this place and you like the people here. So I'm really glad to hear that. For the listeners that don't know about you, who is Ayhan Özcimbit? Who are you? What are you?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time teaching English, nearly 24 years, and I taught also German language, 5 years long. But since I was 9, I've been reading about many things because I was grown up by the assistance of my uncle. Mm-hmm. My uncle was communist and atheist, and he made me also communist and atheist long time ago. And when I asked him questions about religions, about philosophy, about many things, he answered me in communist way, atheistic way, and I told him, "Is there God?" And he said, "There is no. If he was really exist, he was going to do something, coming down and to do something." I was a little child those days, of course, and I believed it. And but later, after reading and reading and reading, I understood there was a creator, and I started reading Old Testament, then New Testament, then after Quran.
Yeah.
I have chosen Islam right after reading, completing research about religions. But it was really took a lot of time to observe these things, because I had questioning minds for not only one topic, in different topics also. I was very surprised when I understood, after reading Old Testament and New Testament and the Quran, and the followers of Christianity or Judaism or Islam, unfortunately the people, they don't know their own book, what is writing inside, really. They don't care. And they follow what their parents tell them. Yeah. And I was very surprised discovering this. Of course, I had a lot of questions, and I prayed, my first prayer to God. I said, "I know you are exist now. I believe in you, but I have a lot of questions on my mind, and I kindly request you to help me to find those answers, including why Fatiha is the first chapter, because it was Alaq chapter, and why Muhammad the Prophet was buried, in Mecca, Medina, and why not in Mecca?" And there is only one man name during the time of Prophet Muhammad. It is Abu Lahab. It's only one name, and why only his name? And for instance, another question. While I was reading Qalam chapter, it was starting with the Arabic letter Nun. Nun. And why it is Nun? Why not Alif? Why not some other, like Mim but Nun? And when I found the answers, all of these things, I really admired the creator of the universe, really. I admire him, really. I say him just the lack of the language is English. Normally God is not he or she or it,
But we refer it as him.
Formless, according to Islamic mentality. And I'm Muslim now. I became Muslim in 1988. And I asked some questions about Kaaba and the meaning of Kaaba, why it is four corners, and why it is showing, indicating the compass way, east, north, west, and the south, and the relations of these corners with four elements of life. Allah says in Quran, you know, He created a human being from the dried clay. Dried means fire and air. Clay, mud means earth and water. So I found one by one each questions and answers, and I wrote my books.
Yeah. How many books? Actually I said it, like you have 8 books, right?
Yes, this is my first book. This was a novel. When I lived in Holland long time ago, I wrote the lives of the refugees, how they suffered, because I was translator those days, speaking many languages. I speak English, German, Dutch, Kazakh, and I understand Russian also. I speak, and when you speak these languages, you can also understand some other languages. So you, when you learn many languages, so you understand people's feelings, you know. That's why I wrote this book. The translation of this book is Stolen Lives of Refugees.
Oh, nice.
And this was my first book. Also, this book is the only book whose characters were written according to astrology.
Okay.
And my second and the most popular book is together with my ex-wife, I wrote Islamic Astrology. Islamic Astrology centering Kaaba and is fighting against Vedic, Shirk, and you know, reincarnation astrologies and karma astrologies. This book is against it, and it has got a thesis centering Kaaba inside of the birth chart, and explaining the birth chart over Kaaba, Quran, and Sunnah. Not fortune telling, not giving mantra like Vedic. It's giving zikrs according to this to make the life easier. You understand me? Because the planets, according to this book, planets are not gods. They are signs of God. Nothing more.
Created by God.
Yes, and my other book is The Life Codes of Kaaba. This is the only book explains why the Muslims turning around of Kaaba 7 times and the symbolic meanings of Kaaba. And the 7, why we walk between Safa and Marwa, why we stone 7 times to Satan. These days in some countries, some Muslims, they are saying these are meaningless and they are coming from idolistic time and period. They are completely wrong, because the 7 turning around of Kaaba, 7 promises, 7 principles of Fatiha, and they are very, very important, because the Fatiha are the keys and other chapters are doors, and Fatiha are the 7 music notes. Other chapters are the symphonies, beautiful symphonies. Fatiha are the 7 colors of the rainbow, and other chapters are the beautiful paintings which are explaining the life and how we are going to walk. And this book is the only book which are telling these things.
You wrote this book on the research you made, and also from the Quran, right? The answers that you got from Quran.
And I found for instance, the Quran says the believing in the symbols of the Hajj pilgrimage is from Iman, from faith. The God says. And so that is why I ask these questions. What are the real symbolic meanings of Safa, Marwa, and the 4 corners of Kaaba? Why we turn 7 times, and why we stone Satan 7 times? And these are also the basis of Islamic astrology, between Kaaba, hands, and you know, life. Many things are explaining here. here. And also this book, this is the translation. Ellerimizin dili ve şahitliği. When we translate into English the language of our palms, what are they saying? And this is not fortune telling, of course, symbolic meanings of fingers, hands, and because when we go other worlds, we are going to stop talking and our hands are going to speak, and our hands are speaking now at the moment and giving a message to us. And our lifeline, this is lifeline, this is mind line, and the hard line. These three lines are in Arabic language because numbers were found by Arabs, you know. And this is 8 and this is 1. One hand on the right side is 18 and 81 in the left, and together with 99. And when we open our hands, they are showing, indicating 99 names of Allah. And the Quran says, say Allah or Rahman, but you must pray to him, call him with his beautiful names. 99 names are very important names of God, so we can understand God's personality from these names, of course. And this book is explaining, only book is you know, the names of God and also the message of the hands, the very deep meaning. It's a very thin book, but very
it explains a lot.
deep book, really. And also, this is the German translation of my Lebenscodes der Kabe. Kabe hat ein E-Mail für Sie. In German, that means the life codes of Kabe, and Kabe has got an email for you. And this, in German language, it was sold out, of course. When it is printed, they are all being sold out. Anyway, this is my last book, The Orphan of Mecca. This is interesting life codes of you know, Kabe, but it's also another deep search of Prophet Muhammad. And why do we really know he's a real prophet? And because this book also was written for the atheistic and deistic people who are against and who believe in a prophet who is only 9-year-old girl Aisha, they say. In fact, these are the lies, and I explained here with the proofs of this, because you know, he was buried in Medina instead of Mecca. He has chosen Medina. Why did he choose Medina instead of where he was born? This is very important point, because every prophet, messenger, when we look in the history, they were never buried where they were born, because they were buried, you know, where they worked with their soulmates. And this book also explains Abu Lahab, why he is the only man his name was written in Quran. Only his name, not other person. For instance, for finding the answer, and I asked this question, come on, Ayhan. I said, Quran is a dialectic book. If there is one kafir name, Abu Lahab, in Quran, I said, and there must be also one Muslim name around the Prophet Muhammad. Who was he? When I found his name, I was very surprised, because he was Zayd bin Haris. And I explained here in this book why only 2 names were written in the Quran, and many other proofs which were never written anywhere else. Muhammad, the Orphan of Mecca, Navigation of the Youngsters, the name of this book. And this book is also sold out. The name of this book is The Eye Tears, Tears of Gabriel. And this is a novel which is giving information about the lives of prophets from the eye of an angel.
Yeah.
And interesting book about that.
Yeah,
And,
these books are very interesting for explaining many things.
Exactly, which were never written anywhere else. And this is my history book. Unknown.
Yeah, this was interesting. I mean, from the title, I was thinking like something else, but yeah, you can explain it.
This is Unknown History and Muslim Illumination, Muslim Illuminati. There are two kinds of Illuminati. One is Satanic Illuminati, another one is Islamic Illumination. That is, Islamic Illumination started in Mecca, in the eastern part of Kaaba, in the house of Erkam, Darul Erkam. When we translate into English, Darul Erkam, it means the house of numbers. And so there were only 40 people, 33 youngsters and 7 elderly people. They were educated in their house, and Prophet Muhammad enlightened them, and in many years. And this is the main stuff of Islam, and they helped Islamic enlightening around of Kaaba and in Mecca, in Medina, of course. But this book explains, for instance, I will tell you one thing. I went to Istanbul from Ankara in 1990 just for searching Constantinopolis. Long time ago it was Constantinopolis, and there was a library in there. I was going to research library of Constantinopolis, and I went every part of Istanbul, and I couldn't find just one book, even one book, because Sultan sends all these books to Vatican. And why he sends all these books, and who read those books, and who started Renaissance. These are the main important thing. It took my 20 years research, finding the answers, and many other things. This is only one topic, and this is written in here also.
But can you tell us, why did he send only this? Why did he send the books in Vatican?
Of course, I will tell you. The Sultan's teacher, Özcimbit, he was a very clever man. Those days, unfortunately, Catholics, they were ruled by Pope, and he was doing this, and all the Catholics, they were attacking Turkey, I mean Ottoman Empire. And Sultan understood, and the Özcimbit understood. People there in the one action, and they are attacking. But they needed, the people needed being enlightening, you understand me? When those books were sent to Vatican, it was forbidden to read those books. And but one man, he secretly read those books, and when he got out of the dungeon, the book dungeon, and he rewrote all of these things.
So the other people can read, right?
And so that guy, he started European Renaissance in the world, and historians in the world, they never ask this question: how this guy got this information, and why Sultan sent all these books to Vatican? And I found it. It was the one reason. It is enlightening European people. It is Da Vinci, and he was accused of being a Turkish spy just because of reading those books. Can you believe it? And this is one of the biggest effects of the Muslims in the European Renaissance and European enlightening, because Muslims in Golden Age, they found a lot of things. First robot was made by El-Jazari in the eastern part of Turkey. He's from Cizre. He's Kurdish Arabic mixed scientist, and he discovered robots as unbelievable. An algorithm, while we are speaking here, on your television, and my conversation is going different countries now, right? It is just because of algorithm. An algorithm comes from El-Harizmi. El-Harizmi is a Muslim man. He found algorithm system thinking way, and that is very important for in computer programming and everything. And he found this from Quran chapters, because Algorithm means when you have a problem, you're going to divide from the certain places, and you're going to solve the problems in order, one by one. So when we read the first chapters of Quran, starting from Alaq and the Nas, that is exactly doing the same thing. Educating yourself, building yourself first individually in Mecca, and then building the society in Medina. And he discovered this from Quran. But today, if you go to computer engineering schools, they never tell you about this. Same as why Sultan sent all those books from Constantinople to Vatican.
Yeah, that's true. Professor, we were going to be in a short marketing, but then we will continue the conversation, of course. Do më ndalemi për pak publicitet dhe më pas rikthehemi. Jemi rikthyer dhe vazhdoj të qëndroj këtu me profesorin Ayhan Özcimbit, me astrologun, me të cilin flasim për astrologjinë islame dhe në fakt për të shpjeguar pak edhe në pjesën e religionit edhe për librat të cilat ai ka shkruar. Besoj që një bisedë mjaft interesante edhe për ju, sepse unë po e shijoj këtu dhe po marr informacione, prandaj është edhe një nga ato emisionet informative, le të themi. Ne do të vazhdojmë sigurisht bisedën. Professor, we will continue with the conversation, of course, but now can we, because when I made that post for people to ask questions about Islamic astrology, the most asked question was what is Islamic astrology? Because people it's a little bit misleading, confused.
Yeah, okay, I will explain.
So what are the principles of Islamic
very
astrology?
Simple way I'm going to explain. Islamic astrology is observing the planets and their effects in life, not like fortune telling and having news from Gaib. You understand me? Unknown things. That Allah knows the best everything. But the planets are not gods. Because when we look at other astrologies, they tell you, Mercury is retro, don't sign any agreements, don't do any action. But we don't say that. We say, if Mercury is retro, pray, Ya Alim wal Hakim, it's a zikr, and then go on doing this. And with, discussions and giving sadaqah, time, you understand me, giving sadaqah and is making zikr, and you can do it. Because planets are not bigger than the names of God. You understand
because
what
God
I'm saying?
created the planets.
Yes, of course, because
that's how religion...
planets are signs. They are not gods. This is the main principle of Islamic astrology. Because when we look at other astrologies, they are stopping the life, but we don't. And they are making people anxious about life, but we don't. If there is a problem on the birth chart, we tell them what to do, because Satan also knows how he's going to approach people. Because in the Quran, the Satan says, I'm going to approach the Adam and Eve, symbolically, because he's approaching to us from right side, front, and the left side and the back side. Symbolically, these are 4 elements. When he's coming from the right side, that is, he's trying to make us snobby, airy. And when he comes approaching from the front side, that is, he's approaching from the future. So you think future very much, you get anxious about the future. But when he starts approaching you from the left side, that is, fire side, makes you angry. He makes you
mad.
He's causing you to make a mistake, hitting or beating someone, or fighting. You understand? When you get angry and you can make some wrong things. And he's also approaching from the back side and making you thinking the past all the time and making you cry all the time. The past is past, but he knows exactly how he's approaching. For stopping this, the Islamic astrology birth chart tells you what kind of elements mostly you are. And so how you're going to take action against Satan. For instance, you are Taurus, right? And your ascendant, do you know your ascendant?
I think Earth. right? Or no?
Ascendant is what time were you born?
Okay. I think at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. in the morning time.
No, afternoon.
Afternoon, okay. Probably you may be around, when we look, Libra. Let's say you are Libra. That means two important things. One is your sun is in the earth, is coming from front side, and also Libra from the right side. For instance, the Satan tries to make you thinking all the time the future, and trying to make you anxious about the future. You are going to lose your lover, you're going to lose your husband or something, you're going to lose your money. Is always telling you this. Don't give too much money, just a little bit is enough. When you want to give zakat, you understand, or sadaqah or infaq, is always whispering you. And on the right side, you are Libra, let's say, for instance, you can't stand listening some stupid people when they speak stupidly. You don't want to listen to them. But as a citizen or as a civil person, as a Muslim, we have to listen every person gently, kindly. So we must be patient while we're listening that person. Maybe we are going to get some message from him or her. You understand what I'm saying? So we must be humble. So you're mainly coming from right side and front side. So what are you going to do? When you know this, when I explain you this, of course you're going to take your action. And in the morning pray, because the Taurus pray is in the morning time, and you can say, "Oh my Lord, I take refuge of you from the Satan's approaching from the front side. I take refuge of your names, Samet, Kerim, Rezzaq, Ghani." When you learn these names, very deep meanings are wonderful, really. These names stop your anxiety. You can't be anxious anymore. You understand? So, and about the right side is coming and trying to make you a little bit snobby. You understand what I'm saying? When some stupid guy speaks a lot of stupid things, maybe you don't want to listen to him or her. And you must be patient, and you must tell Allah, "Oh my Lord, please give me patience for the people, even if they speak stupidly." You understand? So your life is going to be easy with the Islamic astrology, chart reading, because you can get your guard against Satan. When he hits you, you can defend yourself. Otherwise, he's going to punch you from the right side, left side, the back side. You understand? You have to know how he is approaching. So the Quran is exactly telling human psychology before a lot of psychologists, Sigmund Freud. If Sigmund Freud had read Quran, he could see exactly the right side approaching is some schizophrenia. From front side is anxiety, from the back side is depression, and the left side is bipolar problems, borderlines, these kind of things. Because every element has got its own sickness also. For instance, some people, Virgo people, maybe they are listening to us. They are also very anxious people. When they are very anxious, it is reflecting here intestines, and their intestines are stuck. For instance, your Taurus, and when you have the same problem, you must be careful your throat, this part of your body, because maybe your tonsils or they are going to, get swollen, and some problems here. You're going to stuck here. And Capricorn, for instance, it is sizzling here. This part, they lose their teeth because they squeeze it all the time. The Capricorn people. For instance, the lion, when they get sad, it's reflecting heart. That is why they have a lot of heart, problems, diseases. So, for instance, Cancer, crab, they have problems with their stomach because it's reflecting there. So sicknesses and the Satan approaches are very related to each other.
To each other, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the difference of Islamic astrology with other astrology.
Because can tell you a cure, can show you the way, not stopping life.
Not the future, but the way, because there are a lot of people that believe in horoscope. For example, if the horoscope says, "Oh, you're gonna get money," they are waiting for the moment to get money, so they believe it. But in Islamic astrology, it's like
even they tell you when you are going to die. We can't say that because God knows when we are going to die. But when we have some dangerous time period, we can see it. So we can warn that person. We can give that person a zikr, sadaqah, and in fact time exactly, so he can or she can stop it.
Yeah.
So because if we don't pray and if we do zikr, if we don't give sadaqah, what are we going to do? And Islamic astrology difference is giving you the best time for you to give, because the wonderful message of this, there are two ways. One is one for you, and one the person who gets sadaqah, poor person. Yeah. That woman or poor person is going to get the sadaqah regularly. And we are going to give the sadaqah regularly also. Islam is not only
both ways,
we must be regular Muslim and modest, humble Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh, this is important.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. Now we have some questions, because I told you when we posted, we got some questions about Islamic astrology for people that wanted to ask. So maybe we can shortly
of course, I will
answer,
try.
Because shortly, because we don't have much time, but there are some questions that I would like to read.
Yes.
One question was like, can Islamic astrology say something about my life without predicting my future? I think we already said this.
Of course. I think we explained here, because over the elements of the life and the birth chart, I explained it.
Yeah. If I'm going through a difficult period, does astrology explain why this is happening now?
Of course, and because I told the planets are signs. Yeah. For instance, Saturn made some difficult periods for Scorpio and Taurus in between 2012 and 2015, if you remember. And those period was tough little bit for Scorpio and Taurus people. So if they know this, they can give more sadaqah, more infaq, more zakat, and more zikr, more pray. So for getting ready for the hard time, so they can go easily. You understand what I'm saying? So this is going to be a very big advantage for them.
Okay, so I won't read all the questions, because there are a lot of questions, but maybe I can find some of most interesting. Does my zodiac sign affect my character, or is my character shaped more by my choices?
Both. Because the birth chart doesn't tell you are a good person or bad person. For instance, Gemini people. Gemini ascendant is also Gemini. Many planets are in the Gemini, let's say. They are talkative. They like speaking very much. They are social. But if they are good, if they have got good character, if she has or he has good character, he can be very good Muslim, good person, good personality, because he has good working mind, really. But if he is a bad person, he can be professional liar. Very good liar, can lie in the upper village, he can himself believe in the other village his own lie. You understand?
So everyone, like, it's like it depends on the let's say, on the birth chapter, or no, birth chart.
Birth chart.
But also they can shape their character, right? Because everyone can.
Yes, this is a big advantage. Big advantage, because when you look at the birth chart, you can see your limits. You can see your abilities. For instance, you are Libra, right? And the Libra is very strong in your birth chart. You can be good artist. You can sing, you can play or something. You must be arranged. You must be tested about life. And also the birth charts are important for the children mostly. because the children are, youngsters, they are new in life. How they are going to go in life, what is his abilities, can be good businesswoman, business person, or can be good scientist, or can be good soldier. For instance, if I was the country ruler, I was going to give the jobs delivered according to these charts, because, for instance, Aries, Leo, can be very good soldier.
What about Taurus?
Taurus can be good business person.
Okay.
The artist also. The both of them, because Taurus is artistic way and the business way. There are two ways. And as a Taurus you must follow a business also. You must rule a business, run a business, and also you must get interested in art, music or painting. As far as I remember, Salvador Dali was a Taurus. He's a great artist.
Yeah, interesting. Why do people with the same zodiac sign live completely different lives?
It is because of the birth chart. Because we are not only the sun. For instance, your sun is in the Taurus, but another Taurus is ascendant is different. Mercury is, for instance, your Mercury is, let's say in Gemini. Mercury likes Gemini very much. Your mind is working better than any Taurus. Mercury is in Aries, because Aries is always in hurry. And they want to make everything quickly, practically. But when they are angry, they can't solve anything. So he must know, or she must know this. Otherwise, he's going to, or she's going to make mistakes just because of, in hurry way. So, for instance, the Mars is your energy. Venus is your how you love, and the Jupiter is your bereket in Turkish, and
also in Albanian
language, bereket, and your Neptune is your inspiration, and your Uranus is your liberation. How you look at the liberty. And the other planets where they are must be read together, not only one sun. That is why we are all different. Birth charts are not the same. Even two people, they are twins, let's say, two children, babies, they were born exactly the same time, but the second one is different. Why? Because I wrote an article about that. I explained that. Because Allah creates everything with opposites. That is why the second child is exactly different than the first child.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, does this year carry special challenges or lessons for individuals? People are asking about right now in astrology.
May I have the question, please?
Yeah, does this year carry special challenges or lessons for individuals, or it depends on the...
Yes, it depends on transits also. For instance, transit Saturn is very important, because last 3 years, Pisces and the Virgo people, they were tested in life. They lived tough time, really. Allah gives some difficulties us to solve it and to get strengthened, to being strengthened, being strong. And we mustn't complain about that. We must handle it. And the transit Saturn tells us and how we are going to have this difficulty, how are we going to manage it. And the Jupiter is also some good messages. And so when we know this, exactly we can follow the right path, the right navigation.
Okay, last question. Let me find someone that is like, why do I feel blocked or stuck in life even when I try my best? Can astrology explain this?
Of course. And when we look at Pluto, in what house, where is it? So we can understand where we are blocked. For instance, if your Pluto is in the 4th house, you are blocked in the family. If it is in the 7th house, you are blocked with your spouse. In the 5th house, you're blocked with your child. And the sixth house, you are blocked with your health. So what are you going to do? How you're going to give the sadaqah and the zikr also, it is going to open it very easily. Because sadaqah, zikr, praying, these are opening the ways according to Islamic astrology. There is always a cure for that.
That's interesting, actually. Professor, we are at the end of our interview. Would you like to say something extra, but shortly, for the listeners that maybe we haven't said already?
Oh, I thank you very much for your kind invitation. I would like to come again and explain these things one more again if I'm invited again. I will be very happy if you invite me this beautiful program, Prisma.
Of course, because it was an honor for me, and also I think that listeners were very curious to listen to these things and to take more information, because as I said in the beginning, we don't know much for Islamic astrology. Maybe we don't know much more for our religion in many ways. So there are always things that we can learn from people.
May I say something about, you know, the Ramadan is coming now. Ramadan means in Arabic language is oven. Furra in your language. So when we fast, we don't eat, we don't drink daytime. So we are burnt also like bread. So a Muslim can have good smell like a bread when he has, you know, in Ramadan, and the Quran started coming in Ramadan. And why in Ramadan? Why in August? After Jesus 610, the Quran started coming down first time in Ramadan month and in August. So we can explain why in the next program, inshallah.
Yeah, of course. I would be honored to have you again here, so we can talk more about the things, because sometimes the time on television is not enough to talk about these things.
That's
but
right.
I thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for explaining this kind of things. I hope that we will have another program with you. So thank you very much again.
I thank you.
Thank you.